idea can come from anywhere and at the most unexpected of times, and well, we are here. Good evening to all the students who have joined us today. We welcome you to the
BYJU'S Science Studio, where we try and see the world around us through an all-inclusive scientific lens to bring a realization that सारी branches of science, we say physics, chemistry, biology, they work as one, in tandem, as a unified entity. Isn't this so beautiful, right? And we are your hosts for today. I'm Saurabh.
And I'm Aishwarya, and today, building on the excitement levels of the cricket season, we have designed an out-of-the-park experience that they shouldn't miss, right?
Sports and science, they aren't two extremes. They overlap more than you think, and one can be used to bring the best in the other. And that too,
the BYJU'S way.
I guess it's time to see firsthand what happens when sports meets science,
Yes.
right? I'll show you a few videos, and before I show them to you, just listen to me very carefully. Think of the science connected in all of them, right? There's something connecting all of them, right? So, can we have the videos, please? So now listen, all of these sports, like cricket, football, baseball, whatever you see, all of them are a game of levers.
Liver. You mean bile producing, glycogen storing, metabolism driving, fat emulsifying liver? So, you know where you're going with this, right?
I should have known.
It's my territory.
Yeah, I should have known. It'll just come back to me. Guys, it's not liver, it's lever, right? So I'm saying all of these, they were a game of levers. So we have this area called as the activity arena. There, I'll take you, and ma'am, you also.
Yes.
We'll explore how levers come into picture in sports. What do you say? Okay.
How about we go, sir?
Yes. Follow me to the activity arena. This is we call as a lever, right? A lever is simple, a wooden plank kept on a support. This support is called as the fulcrum.
Okay.
On fulcrum, this lever can go here and there, right? है ना? Seesaw की तरह से. Simple सी बात है, right? So this is my fulcrum. Now, ma'am, if I give you this 1 kg weight,
Okay.
and I ask you to lift it, what would you do?
I will lift it like dumbbells.
Nice. Do you want these after this show? Okay. देखो बच्चों, to lift this 1 kg, you are applying force in the upward direction. Natural सी बात है ना?
Right.
But if I keep this 1 kg weight over here,
Okay.
right? And I ask you to lift this 1 kg weight or load, if I may call it, where would you apply your effort on this side?
Sir has given me the answer, so I will do this.
Nice, right?
Easy.
But do you see what you did there? You are lifting this load up
Okay.
by applying an effort in the downward direction.
When I did the other action, I actually did it in the upward direction, right?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't
And
know
actually,
that.
applying force downward is easy. You can just fall on this, right? It's easy.
Yeah.
Correct? So it has changed your direction of force. You applied force down, but load is lifted up. It's one thing a lever can do. Makes your work easier, right? Now, I said this is my load. Easy to remember, right? Load is something you want to lift.
Okay.
Okay. The distance of load from this fulcrum is called as the load arm.
Oh, okay.
Again, load has load arm, right?
Yes.
Simple. Now, on this side, if I keep this another weight, it will become my effort. The force you are applying, no? I'm just putting weight for that. It's a 1 kg weight, okay?
Okay.
It'll be my effort. So if I keep my effort,
It's balanced right now.
yes, like all our vegetable vendors. Right?
Yeah. Normally you'd see them, right? They'd keep all the vegetables on one side and they keep adding these weights on the other side. And at one point they say, okay, take it.
देखा, you have been using simple machines. बहुत लोग use कर रहे हैं, बिना सोचे, है ना? Right? Now, this particular segment where effort is on that side, load is on this side,
Okay.
right? It's called a class 1 lever.
Oh, okay.
In class 1 lever, fulcrum is in the middle. Class 1 lever is simple, no?
Very simple.
रोज खेलते हो, seesaw, है ना? Right? I mean, you might be grown up, but मजा बहुत आता था ना?
Yeah.
है ना? It was fun. Life was good when we were kids, right? Now, things will change if I shift my fulcrum closer to the load.
Okay.
Now you can see it's not balanced, no?
Yeah, it's looking a little unequal.
Right? So, if I keep 1 more kg, you can lift this.
Okay.
This is 2 kgs right now on this side. Okay. Right. Load arm is
shorter.
Yes. Compared to the effort arm. Right?
Yeah.
Do you want to lift it from that side? It's very easy, no?
This is so easy.
Right?
I'm lifting 2 kgs and I'm barely putting any effort.
You can lift 3 kgs also. You know, you are very strong.
Yeah.
Right?
Very simple.
Very simple. It's actually easy. This is 2 kg over here. It's a half a kg.
Okay.
500 grams. No? If I keep this one here.
We just lifted 2 kgs using 500 grams.
Yes.
How is that possible, sir?
It's possible because when fulcrum is closer to the load arm is smaller.
Okay.
Right? Compared to the effort arm.
Oh.
Right? So, whenever load arm is smaller compared to the effort arm, it becomes easier for us to lift the load.
Okay.
You can say, I have to apply less effort.
Okay.
This lever is giving me an advantage. A technical term I'll give you, mechanical advantage.
Okay.
How much load you are lifting, divided by how much effort you have applied.
Okay.
Is the mechanical advantage.
Ah.
Right? So this particular segment right now, this particular theme we have, right? Where we have fulcrum closer to the load.
Okay.
This is a load multiplier, or I would say force multiplier.
Oh.
Right? Less force, more lifting. Nice. Okay. If I shift it on this side, if I shift it like this,
Okay.
now if I have to ask you कि भाई ये 2 kg आपको उठाना है उस तरफ से,
It should
What
be
do you think?
easy, right? I mean, it should be more or less easy, I guess. Let me try this. Okay, not at all easy. Need some effort. More than what I was using before.
That's true. This here, you have to apply more effort. And the change we made in the same setup is now load arm is longer compared to the effort arm.
Exactly.
Right? So, to lift a 500 gram weight, I have to put 1 kg, put 1 more kg. Where is my 1 more kg?
I have. This 1 more kg may make the difference. But, so we literally lifted 500 grams using 3 kgs. While on the other hand, I was able to lift 2 kgs just using 500 grams. What is this physics? So you have to tell me now.
In this case, I want you to notice one thing. So yes, you're right. For this, the mechanical advantage is less than 1 because you are applying more effort. Load is less compared to the effort, right?
Okay.
But you just notice, effort has moved this much distance.
Okay.
Sorry, the load has moved this much distance.
Okay.
But the effort has moved only this much distance.
Oh.
Right? Your effort is moving a slower distance, the lesser distance, but your load has moved this much distance, right? It's a speed multiplier.
Okay, so basically here the distance covered is much greater when compared to maybe the earlier case.
So your load travels farther compared to your effort. So this is called as a speed multiplier. But the problem is you have to apply more effort, right?
Yeah.
So this was all about class 1 levers. Class 1 levers can behave as load multipliers also.
Okay.
As force multipliers also.
Okay.
Right? And examples though were very easy. Seesaw, right? Can you give more examples for this?
Off the top of my head, I'm able to think of maybe scissors as an example. Is that right?
Scissors. It's an example. Wherever you have hinge in between, no, it's a class 1 lever.
Okay.
And if you are thinking, sir, you said sports, why are we talking all about levers? Hold on. Throughout this segment, no, just keep thinking, is there a connect? Because there will be a connect and you will see it, okay? So this was, ma'am, all about class 1 levers. Now, for class 2 and 3 levers, because there are 3 classes of levers, I want you to shift it on this side.
That side.
Yes.
Is it? Okay. Just give me a minute.
Okay. Now,
Oh, now the setup looks quite different from earlier.
fulcrum is on one extreme.
Huh.
है ना? Fulcrum is on one extreme. Now, if I keep my load here,
Okay. In the
right?
center.
In the center. So, load arm will be this,
Yes. This
right? This is my load arm. And you have to lift it from that side.
This part.
So that is going to be your effort.
Not bad. I'm able to do this.
Easy, no? But do you notice your load arm is smaller compared to the effort arm?
Yes.
Whatever you do, wherever you keep your load, your effort will be always on one extreme. So your effort arm will always be more than the load arm. Means this will always be a force multiplier.
Oh yeah, like we saw earlier.
Yes, right?
Okay.
So whenever effort arm is more than load arm, it's a force multiplier. Simple. But if I keep my load over here.
Then I'll have to apply effort here.
Yes, you have to lift it from this side, from the center.
Okay. This is not easy at all.
Hai na?
Yeah,
It's
I
difficult.
need a lot of effort to do this.
Correct?
Exactly.
And the thing we all should notice, that load arm is always greater than the effort arm, because your effort will be in the middle, right?
Yeah.
This will always be a speed multiplier. Its mechanical advantage will always be less than 1. Then why do we use it? Because
Speed multiplier.
you're right. You are moving your effort only this much, but load is moving more,
Yes.
right? So wherever you want speed multipliers, you use class 3 levers. This is a class 3 lever where effort is in the middle. Previous one was a class 2 lever where the effort was in one extreme and load was in the middle, right?
Right.
Ma'am, can you give me examples of like class 2 and 3 levers?
So I think nutcracker. Maybe.
Nice.
Okay. If a nutcracker is right, then maybe bottle opener.
Nice. You have used lemon squeezer?
Yes, you have garlic presses also.
गर्मी आती है ठंडा ठंडा पानी में डाल के एकदम मस्त नींबू के मजा नहीं आता है ना क्या है वो इट्स अ क्लास 2 liver यार and class 3 liver यार tongs रोटी वाला चिमटा right that's a class 3 liver
Yeah.
right now I know all of us are thinking sir liver पढ़ लिया sports कब आएगा
We learned a lot of physics right now.
yes we learned a lot of physics right now and that's how we teach no we give you something then we teach. We started with all those videos, right? Players were doing some of the action, cricket,
Yeah.
football, right? Tennis. I'll take one example. When a bowler bowls, right? They swing their arm like this,
Yeah.
right? This ball is my load.
Yes. That's the fulcrum.
That is my fulcrum, right? And I'm applying force to move this ball through my arm,
Yeah.
right? My effort. So this is a class 3 lever.
Oh, wow.
Right? Same thing. Just take any of the examples we just show. Right? You saw all of them, no? है ना? तुमने देखा था उनको. They were class 3 levers. Right? In all these high intensity games where you want speed, you want to hit sixes like this, you want to throw fast, it's speed multipliers. You want speed, you will use speed multipliers. Your body is working as levers, right?
Yes.
That's brilliant. Understood? So, ma'am, do you think our students have learned enough?
See, our students are very smart, and I know that when you learn with us, BYJU'S, you know that you will be able to solve the questions that we give you.
I have a test for you from BYJU'S the Learning app.
Oh, wow.
So I'll open a question and for that I have to cast my phone's screen.
You can see Sir's screen now.
Ah, nice. I'll go to force and simple machines.
Okay,
and
sir.
I'll go to this active learn section.
Fine.
Alright. This is levers versus goblins and ma'am. all
Balance
yours.
these items.
Okay. Now what do I
You have to
do?
balance it. Yes. Hey, we learned so much.
Oh,
Hey, I just wanted to see what will happen if the goblins ate up everything.
balance these items.
Okay, I need to balance this. 10 kgs and I have a 5 kg chicken. Okay, thinking back to whatever you taught me, I think I will go with...
You're saying
Da-da-da-da-da.
4, huh?
Yeah, 4. Yes, I'll do that. Ta-da!
Yay! The board is balanced.
How
Yes,
about
we beat
that,
the
sir?
goblins.
Yes. And that was easy.
That was easy. That was fun. More important, no? So go ahead, download the app right now. BYJU'S the Learning app. It's just one thing you saw. It's full of surprises. Go and check it out right now.
Yes, that was so cool and interesting. And you know, Saurabh Sir, thank you so much for taking us through this game of levers and enlightening us about all the different types of levers that are there and how we apply them in sports. But you know, throughout your whole explanation, there was one thing that caught my eye. And actually from that time, I've just been thinking about it. And that is the bowling action that you showed. Can you do that once again? Can we have a ball, please?
Guys, shall I do it? See, I'll throw the ball the way I showed you. like this.
Oh, wow. Saurabh sir, in the meanwhile, you did the action.
Yes.
And what category would you put that in?
Class 3 levers.
Okay, and in that case, what would the different parts be?
So I'll simplify it for everybody. I'll just assume this motion only.
Okay.
I'll say this becomes my fulcrum. The ball becomes my load.
Okay.
And my arm is giving the effort. So class 3 lever.
But like you said, you simplified it, which means we have taken a very simplistic model. Now don't think that in our body, it's this simple. Now I'm sure that when it comes to biology, the things are a little more, I would not say complicated, but a little more cohesive. So what is it that separates a normal human being, let's say any common man, Saurabh sir and me, as you see on the screen, versus, let's say, a professional athlete? Is there some difference?
So I understand. See, the difference I feel is ball is same. Both of us are throwing the same ball.
Okay.
The difference could only be the fulcrum and the effort maybe. Right?
Maybe.
Load is same. Correct?
Yes, I'll be answering all your questions in this segment where bio meets physics. Okay. So now, of course, that we are going to be talking about a lot of biology. Saurabh sir is also, I'd say, pseudo-bio expert.
No, bio expert.
Okay, fine. He's also a bio expert. So then, Saurabh sir, along with all of you out there, I need all of you to name some different joints in our body, right?
Oh, this is so easy. This is what? Hinge joint, knee joint, elbow joint, ankle joint, pivot joint.
Okay.
Shoulder joint.
Wow.
Pivot joint.
Okay, I can see.
I think I
Now Saurabh sir has hit a wall.
Yeah.
Examples have run out. Now when we talk about joints, right? So can we have a visual please? Joints are basically a point where two bones meet, right? Now we see that these two bones are connected, as you see in the next visual, with the help of ligaments. Now of course, Saurabh sir, movement cannot happen only with bones, right? We need something else. What is that?
muscles.
Exactly. So now of course we need muscles as well for movement, and muscles are connected to bones with the help of tendons. So far are we all clear, students? We're all clear, right? We're all on the same page. Now, Saurabh sir, very interestingly, you gave me a lot of answers. And in that one joint caught my eye. Pivot joint, right? Talking about pivot joint, it's a perfect example of class 1 lever system, and I'm going to tell you how in just a bit. So I need a small help from you.
Okay.
What are the different kinds of movement you can do with your head and neck?
So, movements from my neck, you say. Okay.
All possible movements. You can think of crazy movements also.
One could be this.
Easy peasy.
One could be this.
Okay.
And one could be that. This. Right?
Good one, sir, good one. So now, of course, all these movements, he was able to do this because of the pivot joint. Now, what is a pivot joint? Let's see on our screens. A pivot joint is basically a joint where one bone is fixed while the other bone moves about it. And you know what? We have this pivot joint in our head and neck region. And you know, Saurabh sir, when you think of bio, one more thing comes to your mind, right? When especially we see the names in biology.
Don't ask me. I quit bio, that's why after 10th.
One more name for you to know, the atlanto-occipital joint. So the atlanto-occipital joint is what connects the part of your skull with the first vertebrae, right? And that is what we call as such. Now, if we move on to our next video where we see a certain movement, we see that we're able to, let's say, move our head back because of the muscles. So now, Saurabh sir, do you know why I called it as a type 1 or a class 1 lever system?
Yes, I can see it now. See, the joint becomes the fulcrum.
Yes.
One side, my skull becomes the load.
Yes.
Right? And the muscle gives me the effort.
Yes.
Right?
So the muscles contract, and that's why we are able to do this action.
Ooh, that's nice. Okay, so class 1 liver I understood. I understood ligaments. I understood bones connecting things, tendons, okay. But okay, muscles, when you say, this muscle is making me go like this.
Okay.
Is this the same muscle which is making me go like this?
What an interesting question. So when we talk about muscles, so muscles work in pairs. They're kind of like friends. They help each other out. So if we saw this muscle doing a duck, helping us, you know, go backwards or lift our neck, lift our head, then we have another set of muscles that help us do the opposite action.
So they work in pairs.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, of course, see, in the case of athletes, you understand that they're also prone to a lot of injuries, which is why training their neck region and the neck muscles is extremely important for them, because you understand that when they train it well, especially in contact sports like basketball, right? Basketball, football, where collisions are possible, there could be a lot of energy, right? Due to the collision, a lot of energy can have an impact on the brain. But these joints and muscles, when trained right, can actually help them from this.
Ooh, so stronger neck, stronger game. I mean, I have seen, guys, CR7, the header, right? So yes, okay, strong muscles and better is your game, right?
Yes.
Okay, but I have one more question. See, how about training? I mean, I see players train a lot.
I know.
Right? Correct? Does it affect this whole thing? The muscles, the joints?
Oh, wow. How about we challenge Saurabh Sir to a push-up challenge?
Push-up challenge?
Yeah.
Here, right now?
Yes.
Okay. ठीक है.
Are you ready?
5.
Sir? You'll do 5.
I'll see. Yes. Okay. Ready? Ready?
Okay, ready? Wait, I have to count.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sir, you're slow. 5. One more for bonus. 6. 7, one more. Okay, done. Okay. Saurabh Sir, thank you so much for being such a sport and doing this. But you know, when you do push-ups, right? You know what kind of muscles get worked or what kind of muscles get trained in this process? You always think it's biceps and triceps. But to be honest, as you can see, it's not just the biceps and the triceps, but it's also the pectoral muscles. So here, the pectoral muscles, the biceps, the triceps, they all work well, or they all get developed in this process. On doing regular training and exercise, it builds your muscles, right? Especially, it strengthens your upper body. This gives athletes a lot of explosive power.
But you know, when I was doing this, because I'm still stuck on livers 2 biology, I was thinking, which liver is it? Guys, which liver could this be? Yes? Obviously, see, this becomes the fulcrum, right? Your effort is coming from your arms. You're pushing from your arms, no? That's your effort. And your center portion, your core, becomes your load. This is a class 2 liver system, right? Right?
Yes, of course. And along with this, using this kind of a lever mechanism, we are able to train our body. But sir, have you ever wondered how our muscles get developed? I say so many exercises are there, and you see, you know, after some time, they're all saying, I'm doing bodybuilding and becoming gym trainer. Then after some time, you see that muscles will increase and you would see that there's more mass,
yes.
rather, right? Have you wondered why? I'm sure you would have.
Yeah, I mean, gymming, you get tired a lot. You feel like for a few days you can't lift anything, you can't move your hands, but then your muscles also build up, right?
Exactly.
Am I right?
Almost, close enough, but we'll understand this better because you see, biology is nothing without visualization. So in this beautiful video, we will understand how muscle development takes place.
Every strand of muscle fiber has a certain threshold of stress it can bear. When a cricketer indulges in weight or resistance training, the limits of the muscle fibers are pushed, and they undergo minor damage, forming micro tears or cracks that alarm the body. Now, when the body rests, the regenerative cells spring into action, fusing with the damaged muscle fibers, filling the tear, and repairing the damaged muscle. This damage and repair cycle, repeated continuously over time, leading to an increase in muscle size and mass, is called muscular hypertrophy.
Wow. Damage
Amazing,
and
right?
repair. I mean, it would have taken a class to explain this properly, no?
Probably, but can you believe it? We've just wrapped up this beautiful ideology and concept in just a bite-sized information for all of you.
Nice.
Impressed, right, Saurabh Sir? But, Saurabh Sir, you told me, we've still not forgotten the question, that type 3 lever system is the most common one in our body, right?
That's how I started.
Yes. Now, a very common example that you gave me at that point, yes, was how you moved your hand. Now,
Yes.
do you know what joint this is?
Hinge joint?
Very good. So, how about we have a look at what is the hinge joint on our screens? Now, a hinge joint is a joint which we normally find in our knees and our elbows. And the movement is kind of like a door hinge, right? Just forward, backward motion. Now, if you talk about this joint as a class 3 lever system, Saurabh sir, how about we refresh their memory with our next visual?
Ooh. Similar is the knee joint, right?
Exactly.
The knee becomes your fulcrum, the ball here becomes your load, and your calves are giving you like the power, the effort?
Yes, but this is what I told you was a very simplistic ideology that you said, because when we talk about a kick, a throw, or let's say taking a cricket shot or using a tennis bat, it is not just one single joint that is involved. Now we saw how different parts of our body need to be trained for this. And now let's understand how all that training amounts to them using this power explosively by how about watching another beautiful video?
Okay.
Let's watch this video.
Notice that as the foot goes back, the player's quads stretch. The knee muscles flex. The hip muscles overextend, and the trunk twists towards the non-kick side. Also, notice their arm on the non-kicking side. It's pulled back, stretching the deltoids, aligning it with the shoulders, forming a C, a tension arc, that stores up the elastic potential energy within the muscles. Now, the arc unleashes into a quasi-whip-like motion, wherein the stretched muscles across the body immediately contract in unison, forming a backward C, a shorten arc, converting all the stored potential energy into kinetic energy, bringing to life a kick of epic proportions.
Wow. I mean, I agree. The model I took was a very simplistic model, and just in this kicking action, there's so much coming into play.
Exactly. Training, and of course you understand now that how important training is. So having constant, consistent practice is very, very important. And this also helps us improve our accuracy, because practice makes one perfect, right sir?
That's true. That's true. All right. So, guys, that's true. Discipline is very important. Consistency very important. And that's the same thing with not even sports, with studies as well, right?
Yes.
You study every day. And that's why we say, make a timetable and study every day. Man, I didn't even realize we learned so much in this segment.
I know, right?
But, you know, while you were summarizing, I'm sorry, I kind of drifted away.
I know that.
Because I was thinking of something. In physics, no, always after force, the chapter comes of energy, right?
Okay.
So here we understood muscles, everything nice. I understood so much force is generated, but how do they maintain this energy? Like throughout the game, they are so energetic. I did 5 push-ups, but if you ask me 10 more, I would say sorry to you. So.
Okay, so let me tell you all one thing, right? When you talk about energy, and I'm sure all of you can give us the answer here, you know how energy is produced in our body. Across grades, we know how energy is produced. So in this case, the process by which energy is produced is nothing but respiration. Now respiration is like glucose is broken down, sir, which releases ATP, right? And our body utilizes this ATP. Easy. Simply put, it's almost like burning glucose.
Hey, burning, for me, burning means
Let me
lighting
tell you, sir,
things on fire.
I'm simplifying it. I'm oversimplifying it. I hope you know that.
But still, burning. Nahi yaar. There's a lot of chemical locha in my head right now.
Chemical locha.
Yes.
Wow. I can see that Saurabh Sir is now at that chemical locha. Now what do we do, sir, when we are stuck at something like this?
To solve my chemical locha, I need a chemistry expert. And
Yes.
kids, you all know who is our chemistry expert, right? What do you say? Shall we call her? Woo! We've called her. See, she's in the lab. Hi, ma'am.
Hey, Saurabh Sir and Aishwarya Ma'am, what's up?
We're here at the BYJU'S Science Studio, and our students are here with us, and they're super excited to see you.
Hey, that's great. Hello, students. Hope you all are enjoying the Science Studio.
Yes, ma'am. These guys are enjoying it. And you, they were missing all of you, know. Ma'am, I have a question. How can we say burning of glucose is giving us energy? But it can't be burning, no? Please explain this to me. How does it work?
Well, why only talk about it when we can actually do it the BYJU'S way?
Yes, ma'am. We agree with you right now. Let's do it.
Chalo, for this, I need you to go to the activity arena first.
Let's go. Let's go to the activity arena, sir.
Yes.
Okay, Kriti Ma'am, we are here at the activity arena. Now, please tell us what we need to do.
Cool, awesome. So the hero of this experiment is glucose. So first of all, I want you to collect some glucose.
I think this is... Yes, this is glucose.
All right, now you require a test tube and a test tube holder.
Yes, ma'am, we have that. Ready?
Awesome. Lastly, you require a spirit lamp and a matchstick or a matchbox.
Okay. We have think better. We have a lighter.
Chalega. I can see you people are all set and you have everything. So let's get started. So first put some glucose into the test tube. Awesome. Now just light the spirit lamp and start heating the test tube.
Okay, ma'am, done.
So what they've taken is glucose and now we are heating glucose. That means it's going to combine with oxygen, and we all know what this process is called. It's called combustion. So carbon dioxide and water vapor are going to be formed. Let's go back and check if that's happening or not. So over to Aishwarya Ma'am, what's happening right now?
So, ma'am, we are very, with a lot of enthusiasm, we're heating this glucose and we can see some gas evolving and so some very weird things.
Kriti, it looks scary. It won't burst, no.
So your observation skills are on point. I can see you people are actually carefully observing.
So we see there is a gas coming out. I don't know, but which gas?
So I think you can check this for yourself. All you need is lime water. Do you have lime water there with you?
No, lime water we don't have.
Okay. Not a problem. What you can do is just bring a burning matchstick near it and observe what's going to happen.
Okay.
Ooh. Hey, it extinguished.
Yes. So can you guess the gas now?
I think it's carbon dioxide for sure.
Full marks, ma'am, full marks. So yes, kids, this gas is carbon dioxide. And what's happening over here? Recall the fire triangle for this. So for fire triangle, we require 3 essential components. We require oxygen, we require fuel, and we also require heat. That's ignition temperature. Now, if one of the components are taken away from this fire triangle, तो fire नहीं हो पाएगी, नहीं जल पाएगी, right? So we won't have any fire basically. This is what carbon dioxide is doing over here. It's basically replacing oxygen. That's one of the essential components. And due to this, the flame is dozing off. Coming to that black substance, that black remnant that you can see is unburned carbon. And you know, this brings us back to the original question. What exactly is different when it comes to burning, when it comes to combustion inside and outside our body? So inside our body, you know, when glucose is combining with oxygen, so at that point of time, the oxygen supply is constant through respiration. That's why complete combustion takes place, and this is a very slow process. We have glucose, we are again heating it, it's combining with oxygen, but the products that are being formed, that is carbon dioxide and water vapor. So they are coming up and now they are blocking the supply of oxygen. That means the supply is insufficient now. And we all know when the supply of oxygen is insufficient, then it leads to incomplete combustion. And that's why you see that black substance over there. So this is the basic difference. And thankfully this doesn't happen in our body. So yes, we can all chill.
Wow, ma'am, thank you so much. I mean, with the help of this interesting experiment, we were able to, you know, decode such a simple difference that was there, right?
Burning of glucose gives you CO2, H2O and energy.
Yep. So thank you so much, Kriti Ma'am, for joining us and helping us out with this. I'm sure that the students also appreciate the fact that you've come all the way and helped us out with this very interesting experiment.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Kriti Ma'am. I did an experiment few days back.
Okay.
And back then, I could not figure out I just enjoyed the show.
Okay.
But now I realize if every particle of this sugar, this glucose, every particle, if they get enough oxygen, it can behave like a fuel. The way it fuels our body, right? It gives us energy. It's a nice experiment. I want to show all of you. Oh, nice, no? We learned so much.
But sir, from that, you actually figured something out, right? That there was constant oxygen supply for that.
Yes, you're right. No unburned carbon means oxygen supply should be good. In our body, it means athletes have good oxygen supply compared to me.
Well, sir, in the difference, I would say, is the fact that if you've noticed, right, and I'm sure you would have read about it, and students, I'm sure you are with me as well, there's a certain way in which you regularly breathe, right, and you make sure that when you train, you use your lung capacities to the maximum, so that you try to produce energy to the maximum, yes, or as efficient as possible. But in our body, it's not just one energy system where you use oxygen to produce energy. We also have a process by which it can happen in the absence as well. So we have anaerobic respiration. So in our body, we have multiple energy systems coming into play that helps us achieve the kind of things that we see on screen when athletes perform.
That was great.
Yes.
And I think we have ticked all the boxes.
Exactly.
Physics done, in sports, bio also done, chemistry also done, right?
I know, right? One idea. And sports in all perspectives covered in, I would say in a good manner, right? So I hope that all of you enjoyed the first episode of BYJU'S Science Studio.